Cool, so we can shit on them, but shorty generous. She wanna pack her little friends inside the 4-door. Looking at the ass, cause you the shit, but shorty in her own class on them. She know how I'm coming by it. In the height of slavery, I probably slapped the shit out of one of them little white boys. They ever tried to play with her. Probably lose my life, but shit, I proudly take their love. Simply cause I live for you. I love you like one of my kind, let it cake. You know I care for you. Think I'm funny, anything to put a smile on you, shorty. Shorty such a queen, she got me singing Elvis like the king. I can't help falling in love with something like that. What's going on, y'all? It's your main man, Five, and we back with another one for y'all. So today, and I'm sure as y'all saw, Ren dropped a new music video and song yesterday. I was kind of reading the community page post that he put out, and he was talking about the situation with locking in with the new producer and kind of giving him the same, I won't say treatment, I feel like that's the wrong word when you're talking about other humans, but basically he was willing to work with him and give the same perks of what he would have gave if what happened with Cujo went correctly. Like if he would have been more receptive to, you know, starting fresh and making some new stuff and doing the splits properly and handling it one-on-one instead of getting mad at me for the faults of the publishing team or for your own shortcomings. It seems like he gave that same situation to this new producer. And once again, shout out to Ren too, because I know he's been going through a lot of health issues lately. So, you know, prayers are definitely up in the air for you. It's like, he's been like a huge help for us growing this channel. So we're definitely grateful for your content, not just because you helped us grow, but because you talk about real things and you talk about real circumstances that affect a lot of people. So I speak on behalf of me and my wife, who obviously isn't here, but also on behalf of a lot of people that react to and listen to your music in general. We appreciate your contribution to the art of it all. We appreciate everything you do, and you're definitely loved in the culture. So we praying for a speedy recovery, and we hope that everything continues to trend forward positively for you. I just wanted to make sure I said that. And this video that we're reacting to today is called Money Ties. I'm sure most of you already know the background, so I don't got to get too deep into it. I just really want to hop into it and see what he's talking about. It's been a minute since we got a fresh perspective from him. I think the last new thing we did was obviously Cujo Beatdown, but most recently, and we'll put the link at the end for it, most recently we did the Sick Boy album reaction, so make sure y'all go check those out. I know y'all love those videos, and we're gonna get right into this one. Let's do it.
Godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
Money makes the world go.
I like that. It's kind of like I don't want to say a prayer, but in a sense, because it speaks on the principles that are explained in the Bible about what the pursuit, and I won't say just the pursuit, but the desire to overindulge yourself in worldly pleasures can corrupt a man. That's the easiest way to corrupt somebody. So I like that it talks about how people have to learn to be content with having the simple things, because the simple things aren't truly simple if you think about it. Just 100, 200 years ago, a lot of things that we take for granted today were hard to come by. So I think we've lost our humanity in terms of understanding that it's a blessing to not only have the small things like having food, like having clothes to put on our bodies or having food in these refrigerators, but also the simplistic pleasures of being able to have conversation back and forth with another human. I think a lot of times people, and I'm guilty of this as well, I'll take credit and accountability for that. A lot of times we spend a lot of our days concerned with where we aren't. We focus so hard on the pursuit of money and getting to where we need to be, because we feel like that is what we need to provide a lifestyle for the people we love. And although that is true in a lot of ways, it shouldn't alter your love for yourself, or it shouldn't alter the appreciation that you have for the life that God gave you. We only have a short while to be here, and people that spend their life compromising their character for worldly possessions, that just leads to ruin. And we've seen many examples of that in real life. And if you're religious, regardless of what religion, it always speaks on a sin of greed and the type of paths that it leads people down. So I just like that beginning part. I won't go too deep into it, but I like the beginning part because it's always like a precursor. I won't say kind of like a forewarning, but it's like something to kind of reassure things that you already know. And I always appreciate that in music.
Through this craving that some have wandered away from the path and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores, what a shock. When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Now digging up the root of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, but the means is the money, you start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Ren. Born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mom and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love. A little sister fell into the picture. Oh my God, we loved her, made our family richer. Then we both got older, world a little colder. Life, it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and I told her, hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You'll learn that love is not enough, it's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up, because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul. And there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling leaking with holes. And that dark can get much darker, we all must grow old. But listen up, my little sister, hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind, humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me, because this world needs love, and love it leaks from you, see. Sis, this world needs light, and you're the brightest I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorned me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes a diamond. I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous. Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. And fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us. Now's the time to stand tall, because money makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man mug punched in his mouth. Money run the gang thug, drug money plow. Money makes open case close. Money bend love, make war, make goals. Money gives a poor man hope. Money saves lives, takes lives, money both. Money is, money isn't, money's just that. Money's just a concept, people are trying. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fire. Money's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take. Fake money, fake money, fake money, fake. Money ties, money ties, money ties, ayy. Money lies, money lies, money lies, ayy.
Yeah, I have a shitload to say, so buckle up. So I wanted to get in the practice of allowing the song to run its course, and then we kind of recap and rehash. I want it to be like something that y'all familiar with this channel for, is just like our dialogue and the fact that we have conversation. A lot of stuff that we talk about in the videos, we get a lot of feedback, or we get a lot of testimonials in the comments that kind of talk about people's situations and experiences with a lot of the topics we talk about. So I appreciate y'all. We always will. But first of all, I love the video. I love the simplicity of it. My favorite thing that I like about REN videos, he makes himself more of a vessel in his videos than the main concept of it. I think something I had to learn is art in simplistic forms can be the most impactful. And the reason why I say that is because not just the color grading of making it just straight up black and white, but also just the simplicity of the outfit choices, the simplicity of the locations, just putting yourself amongst the people is symbolic in itself. Because I like the fact that I'm noticing I talk a lot with my hands, but I like the fact that it's reminiscent of a lot of the stuff that we love from him in the past. And also I like the fact that his storytelling, the way he does the best. So I guess to kind of start to break it down, let me go back to the beginning for a second.
Go round, money makes a pure man.
I just love the fact that he talks about the human condition. Most people, they say only the top 1%, maybe 2%, are ever wealthy in this life. So that leaves 98% of the world struggling for their entire lives. And I think that kind of corrupts a man's mind and heart, because there's a lot of people that have pure intentions and pure lights, pure souls that were corrupted along the way, not by just people with money, although that plays a role, but the expectations of society. The way society makes you feel that your worth is tied into your financial stability is what breaks a lot of people's hearts. A lot of times you have people that were meant to do amazing things, but they got corrupted by their pursuit of what they think mattered. A lot of people have got life in jail. A lot of people have got murdered behind the concepts of, like you said, money is a concept and is a tool to be able to progress things forward and push the conversation, but it shouldn't be the main point. The main thing should be having compassion for the next human being. The main thing should be able to have a level of understanding of the next person's viewpoint. That way, when you have dialogue back and forth, it's more so based around how we can help benefit one another and get ahead as far as plays we can make to enrich our communities, or ways that we can help push the art community forward, or ways we can push the film community forward for the love of what it is, rather than somebody looking at you and seeing how they can take advantage of the fact that you need what they have. That leads to a lot of things that we hear about in Hollywood. We hear a lot of stories about the things people have to do to be able to get the roles in those movies, the ways they have to compromise and lose themselves to be able to get ahead in the life that they thought that they were built for. And that's terrifying. I like that he talks about just giving the perception of his early experiences with his little sister. I did see in the community post that he talked a little bit about that, but I just love the fact that he's encouraging her. And from how he explained it, he encouraged her from the day she was born. He was given his perception of what the world has done to him and how he's experienced it, but also encouraging her to remain exactly who she is. That's something that I pride myself on with people that I meet. I encourage people to grow. I don't encourage you to change. I encourage you to grow into a better version of yourself, but what makes you innately who you are should not have to change. As long as you don't allow the pressures of the world to compromise you and make you somebody that you weren't destined to be, I have to respect it, because every man has their own journey. I love the fact that he talks about, even in his experience with his parents not having much money, they provided a lifestyle that was sufficient for them. The best type of hip hop in the world, because I recently did an album reaction with my father-in-law, and I was saying to him, my favorite type of things when it comes to hip hop is when somebody can take you and visually place you and where they come from. Him expressing the conditions of what it was like to grow up in the UK, and talking about the oppressors, and talking about the hierarchy in his country, and talking about the experiences that his little sister would have to endure based on where they come from. I think it's a beautiful concept, man. I really do. Let me skim through this a little bit more to see if there's anything else I really wanted to say.
The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores. What a shock when we lose sight of live and let live. Forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living,
I really feel like I touched on a lot of it. A lot of things that I would continue to push the conversation forward would be in reactions that we've done to songs like Money Game. We did the original trilogy, so I'll throw that at the end so you guys can go check out and get more context on what our thoughts would be about something like this. But it's really just reminiscent of a message that he does extensively. And a big part of the reason why I like this as well is because it shows honest and true collaboration. This is a pure example of what could have been. If Cujo didn't get on his high horse and act the way that he did, they could have moved forward and made something as great as this or even better. But sometimes, matter of fact, that even ties into the concept. When you let greed and your pursuit of money control your steps, it knocks you out of the way of blessings that were coming right at you. This could have been something where they both could have made money. They could have mended any issues they had. We could have avoided songs like Cujo Beat Down, even though we all love it and it had to happen. But we could have avoided that. They could have made money together. Cujo could have got a lot more business and traction to his content. But, you know, you live and you learn. A lot of people that let their light get dimmed by their experiences, it literally puts you on a pathway that you never had to go through. And it's terrifying. The world can be very terrifying because there's a lot of things out here and a lot of people out here with bad motives that will try to hold you down if you allow them to. So I just pray that all you guys out there struggling with something, or if you're going through something, I pray that you continue to keep your head up. I pray that you stay encouraged, and I pray that you stay exactly who you are. Work on yourself and grow as a person, but innately let the light inside shine. A lot of people have beautiful auras, but they let the world get the best of them. So I just want to know that here on this channel, we'll always be praying for you guys and uplifting you, because you guys are helping change our lives just a little bit more every day. We appreciate you guys finding us along the way. We appreciate your continued support. And we just appreciate you guys engaging and letting us know what you've been through, talking about your experiences, and etc. So make sure you comment down below your thoughts on the video. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Let me know some of the things you took away, some of the themes that stood out to you, visual experiences you might have saw, and share some of your stories. If you come from a different place than I do, I know a lot of people comment from different countries. Tell me what the experience is like with dealing with the hierarchies in your country. Have you been through situations where you had to compromise to get ahead, or compromise to be able to keep your family afloat? Tell me some of your stories in the comments. You know, we always like to keep that open for that. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're still going to do all of the music videos for the songs that we didn't do on Sick Boy. We'll have them on our Patreon, and I'll drop the QR code right here. Make sure you scan that and go check out all of our full-length content. We got some exclusives on there right now, and we have a couple videos on there that if you join as a free member, they'll unlock for free. So we appreciate your support, and we'd appreciate if you guys went to go check that out as well. Once again, my name is Five, and I appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all next time.
How does this go? You wanna know. You've never been here before. Go with the flow. We'll take it slow. No need to rush. They don't gotta know. So that's between us.